What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's free your mind and the rest will follow. Boom, boom. Colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Boom, boom. Oh. What's going on here, everybody? You know what it is, and by now you should know who it is. It's your girl, Rain. It's Free Your Mind Friday in Rain's World, and your girl, Rain, is here to have conversations with you, the rainbows. Don't come for me because my nails need to be fixed. Yes, I have two. That's kind of sick and they're getting a little air, but stay focused, okay? You know your girl gonna get them fixed really soon. As a matter of fact, I'll get to what's happening with that in a little bit down a conversation with you all. But how y'all doing? How your mama doing? How your dad doing? How your sister, little brother, cousin doing? How your husband, wife doing? Whatever. Well, tonight, on Free Your Mind Friday, you know, it's where your girl likes to come and just have a random conversation with you all, check in with you all, see how you're doing, let you know what's going down in your girl Rain's world, and just chop it up with you for a little while. You know, it's different from Tried and Tested Tuesdays. It's different from What's Happening Wednesdays. It's different from the Thankful Thursdays. It's different from Say It Ain't So Saturdays. This is just a time where you and I come together and have conversations. And you know, I like to keep it raw and uncut and what's happening right now. Say did. So tonight is September the 30th. It is around 6:30 or something p.m. Central Standard Time here in the great state of Texas. And I am in the historical Blackberry community at my aunt's house. And yeah, I'm just kind of back in the country. So I am officially a country girl all the way again, right? So that's what we're going to talk about in the beginning of tonight's live conversation with everybody is that, you know, your girl is back in the country. Where I am at this moment is my happy place. It is the place where I grew up. It's the place that I fell in love, learned to fall in love with all things watermelon, all things climbing trees, all things riding on cows and all that kind of stuff. Say it is. Um, it is where I would come to on the weekends when I couldn't shake the little runny nose moments I had, and I always had a little cold going on and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to fix myself to where I don't look so uncomfortable. I don't have my office set up right now because, like I said, I'm just now relocating. I've only been back home. I think I'm going on 2 weeks now being back in the country. Even if it's 2 weeks, I don't even think it's 2 weeks yet, but I think it's going on 2 weeks. So yeah, I guess I should say how I feel. I feel health wise, I feel good. I'm missing my G babies. I'm missing my sugar plum Zaza, and I'm missing the Nugget Meister, and I'm missing Beaumont Life. But sometimes when God tells you to move, you gotta move, and you don't really know what that's gonna look like, sound like, feel like, and all of the above. But I'm here. I'm here, you know, and it's by God's grace that I'm still here. My blood pressure has been really, really good. If you're new to my channel, I'm Reign the Truth. I am the female Lazarus. I am the Talitha Kumi of 2021. I'm your girl, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your friend, and all of these the above. I am a brand new vlogger. I have been vlogging and being on social media, talking about my life and things around the world for going on 5 years now. I am an e-com store owner. It's really, really new. I have some very great small business owners, merchandise on there as well as my own. I also have my own different type of ministry called Focus Life Ministries. I have um, a new, the Lord can't talk. Get it together, right? I have a new endeavor that's going to be meal prepping, and I'm going to um, call those things that be not as though they were. Hopefully by 2024, I will have my own vegan lounge, which is going to be like a little chill lounge, mixed with a little bit of vegan food. And I want the food to taste good because I'm going into almost 100% vegan life, almost 100% plant based. I'm almost 100% raw, um, with a little bit of cooked things for some fruits and vegetables. Well, some vegetables, and things of that nature you cannot eat raw. Um, I'm having a little bit of struggle with that. I am still going through the 90-day challenge, even though I've had some hills to climb in that area since I started it at the beginning of September. But for the most part, I'm doing pretty well. I've had some times where I had to eat some meat because I didn't have anything else to eat here at my aunt's house. Um, but for the most part, I'm trying to stick to, because my body is like, girl, you keep trying to eat this meat. I don't want that. I don't need that. I'm gonna need you, especially if it's beef or pork and chicken. My body is like, I keep telling you, I don't want that. And until you get it together, I'm gonna make you sick. Say you did. So I don't. It's like my body saying, I don't know why folk come. You keep trying to get that to me. I don't. Also, what else is happening? Um, oh, your girl, if you haven't been here, I'm going through a divorce. Um, soon to be turning in the actual paperwork. Um, I'm going to have to go back to Beaumont to turn the paperwork in because here in the new county that I'm in, I have to be here 90 days before I can turn the paperwork in here. And then I will have to get brand new paperwork, and I don't want to have to do that. But being that once I turn the papers in, it takes like 60 days for you to have to go back and forth or whatever, to talk to the judge and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just keep doing it over there. Um, even though I have not been exercising like I was around June, July, and August, June, July, August, I am still reducing in weight. I don't know what my weight is right now. The last time I went to the doctor after having the last issues with my heart, I was at 318, which was phenomenal. Excuse me. I do know that with me having a contracted gallbladder and supposedly having a hiatal hernia, I can tell the difference in my body. Like it's really, really hard for me to have productive bowel movements. And I apologize. This is not for the queasy or the people that can't handle certain conversations. I keep it real raw and uncut. Um, and this might not be for the kiddies. It's up to you to decide what you want your children to listen to. But yeah, I noticed that I have been having some issues with having the 2 to 3, productive bowel movements that I'm used to having when you get into plant life or you get into having a cleaner eating life. You go to the bathroom quite a bit and you get used to that. And me not, I hate to be constipated. I would rather have diarrhea. And of course, I don't want it, but I would rather have diarrhea than be constipated. That's just the real for me. Okay, say it is. Um, so I have been working on trying to get that part of my digestive system worked on so that I can, get back to having the productive bowel movements and things of that nature. I will be having my first colonoscopy coming up fairly soon. I do have to have a regular echo on my heart, and then I have to have a stress echo. So, excuse me, all those things are coming down the turnpike. And by the time I get ready to have those tests, I want to have worked enough on myself to where those things come out perfectly clear and normal. And then I can get back to real exercise. My goal since I've been here has been to get up and go walking. Because I there's a good distance from my aunt's house all the way up to where our family church is that just recently opened. So if you're in the Plantersville, Grimes County area of Texas, Macedonia Baptist Church on 6957 County Road 206 is now open. We are having Wednesday night Bible study. We are having Sunday school at 9:30 Central Standard Time, 9:30 in the morning Central Standard Time, and we're also having Sunday church service every Sunday at 10:30 Central Standard Time here at Macedonia Baptist Church. So if you're in the neighborhood, come on by. Um, so just to put that out there, FYI. Let's see what else. I have been doing a lot of praying in a different type of manner. God has been waking me up and having these conversations with me. Um, I still have some rough edges that I'm allowing Him to buff and refine and smooth out and dissect if He needs to dissect in myself. But I am a lot happier. I have not smoked cigarettes since I've been here. That's something that I have been asking God to help me with. So I'm praying that I can keep that going when I'm around my family that smokes cigarettes. Because sometimes when I'm around them, I'll be like, give me a cigarette. But I'm hoping that I won't have that taste in my mouth by the time it comes around for that. I've stopped smoking before for years. And then I lost some family members back to back, and it kind of just threw me back into it. So that was the excuse I used anyway. Um, I've been hanging out with my co-pilot, my original co-pilot, Chance Wolfolk, Lady Wolf, Lady Chance, Candy Chance, Queen of Fosse, whichever name you know her for. Soon we will be trying to do some other things, like Chance of Ryan reunions. I want to get her to do an interview of myself, because I'm always interviewing people. If you see my interviews, if you check, if you haven't seen the interviews before, you can look on my page somewhere around here, and you can find um, all of my other interviews and things that I did in the beginning. Um, Speaking of that, the True Show will be changing a little bit. It will be migrating since this is season 4. It will be changing into more of I like to say 106 in Park meets Bobby Jones Gospel with a little bit of CNN in the middle, or CNN and some ratchet news, if I could say it like that. I don't want it to be ratchet, but hood news, I'll say it like that. So I kind of want it to be like a street flavor, but the female version of it, if that makes sense, with a little bit of, like I said, um, Gospel 1360 feel to it. So when I have a chance, I will have my brother from another mother, the internationally known, renowned, award-winning JoJo Beans, aka Joey Peoples, um, come and play music for us when I'm gonna have the music segments. Any upcoming artists and stuff like that I can bring on. Like I'll have my brother Kano on here again. It's been a while since I had a conversation with him. He has a new movie that's out. I think it's out already or getting ready to come out. He has a new movie that's out. I'll of course would probably try to get some of the oldie but goodies to come in. I have a lot of people that I've already know that's going to be coming on the show really soon. It's just that I'm trying to make sure that I get to the point to where I have things more uh, Rainbow Coalition official, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get all my chochos and ducks in a row. Um, Moving off of me for a moment and moving on to LYFE. So, if you have not been under a rock and you have been paying attention to local and worldly news, you have seen the devastation that Hurricane Ian has caused for Florida, and now he's now going to where my sister from another mister and some of my other friends and family live in the Carolinas. So I'm praying for all of Florida, anybody that has family members or friends or work life in Florida, anybody that has family in the Carolinas and wherever else Ian is going to go. I'm praying for Canada from Fiona. Um, and so much. It's so strange to see devastation of that magnitude um, in places where you have loved ones at. You know, it's a different thing when you're going through it yourself and your loved ones are close. Like when we had Harvey, like when I survived Katrina, like when we survived Ike, Gustav, and all of those back then. Rita. Um, I'm one of those ones that don't play with God like that. I'll give him all respect. I will move off swiftly to higher ground until um that particular time frame is over with. Um I just feel like sometimes people take God's works, lightly, and I think it should be taken seriously. And I do. And a lot of my family members be like, it's hurricane season. Where we going? What we gonna do? They already be knowing. Okay, she gonna call and say X, Y, and Z about that. So yeah, just really, I'm grateful that H Town has been able to be a help for them. I pray for all of the families that lost their homes, all of the families that lost their businesses, all of the families that lost life, because I know for sure that there's one fatality from the storm. I do not know as of right now if they had any more. I apologize for not keeping up with it. Um, Also in the news, I saw where the U.S. was making, excuse me, was making dual citizens from the U.S. and Russia um, come home, like leave Russia, so that they wouldn't be thrown into the Russian military or anything else. Like that's really sad. My prayers go out to the family of the skier that died from the avalanche. That was really sad. It's really sad about that's what. Let's get into that. Let me sit up for that one. So if you know your girl, right, I am all things children and elderly, right? I love the babies and I love the elderly. Um, I don't know what's happening in the world. I know the world is changing because God's word it has to just come to whatever He said it was going to come to. But these babies found in a tub, these babies found in storage buildings. These babies found hurt and abused and neglected, and the system that the world is supposed to have for the children is kind of make you want to give them the side eye, like, so you just don't care. Especially, and I hate to call the race thing, but especially when it's a black or brown baby or a baby of another nationality or culture or ethnicity, right? But babies are all babies. The election is coming up. Here's another thing that happened with me. And I actually felt something inside of me. I felt a certain warmth. Um, and what I mean by that is my aunt told me that they were taking applications for the upcoming election to work at the polls. And I used to always think about doing that when I was younger. But the other day, my aunt and I went to actually apply to work at the polls. And as I walked in this building that has been a part of my story since I was a young girl, I went to school in Anderson. which is where the Grimes County courthouse is. But I had never stepped foot in the courthouse, right? At that time, I was still a good girl. I didn't get into trouble. I was into sports. I was, hanging out with my friends. I was really good. I wasn't hooking and crooking and everything back then. So I never had a reason to go into the courthouse. So I walk in the courthouse and I'm like, wow. Like, you can tell that this courthouse had some, I don't even know the word to use. It had some type of on it when it came down to segregation, and all of those type of things. On the wall was nothing but the Caucasian brothers and sisters, and it made me feel some type of way. It kind of gave me a righteous indignation, like some of the pictures, and I mean no disrespect to any other family members for whoever's on that wall, but some of the pictures look like the KKK. They look like henchmen. They look like the ones that used to terrorize the neighborhood. And I remember telling my aunt, oh, and then where we filled out the paperwork and we were coming out, I'm like, this used to be a bank vault. Like, the office was inside of the bank vault. That used to be the actual Grimes County Bank. And she was like, yeah, you could tell such. And I was like, wow, the nerd part of me was like, that's interesting. But I was telling my aunt when we were leaving out, I said, we should have a wall of fame like that, because I know a lot of our ancestors had to do some good things in this county and in this town and in this school district. I remember even just our athletes and stuff like that. My uncles, my dad, my aunt, they all had the military. They were all, certain situations. I remember some history about certain things that we've done. And I'm like, we need to have a certain type of, Grimes County, Anderson, Navasota, Black Museum, a place where we can come and see what we did back then and what did we contribute back then and things of that nature. So yeah, that kind of got under my skin. And even when we went to where the human resource department is, because they're hiring for different positions, and I wanted to put in for some positions there, which, press pause, I'll come back to that. Since getting sick at the end of August going into September, I ended up losing my job that I had from December all the way into September. I ended up getting laid off. And getting laid off made me, for a short moment, second guess myself. It made me wonder if I had heard from God the right way, if I had made the move at the right time, if I had taken the leap at the right time. Those things are important. Did I stay in Beaumont too long? Did I miss the provisionary period? Or am I just getting in my head again? Am I getting in my emotions again? Do I truly believe in God the way I say I do? Am I truly walking by faith like I say I am? I literally been asking God to help me, because I had got so used to having that resource. I spent so much time on that resource that I hadn't worked on my store. I hadn't been talking to you all like I was supposed to. I just got entangled in my resources because I knew that I'm going tiny. I'm going to be building a tiny house. I knew that that's something that God had told me. Build you a tiny house. You won't have to worry about X, Y, and Z. That's less stress than anything that you would have to have on your head and on your plate. But it takes money to build a tiny house. It takes money, because like my father told me, the wood is expensive right now. Everything is expensive right now with the way the world is getting inflated. Worldly things are being inflated and things of that nature. I was gonna need money to feed myself and take care of myself and pay my tithes and offerings and things of that nature. I was actually able to pay my tithes and offerings with my last check, but still, So I'm now in a state of I truly, truly, truly have to trust God for where I'm going to be sleeping, what I'm going to be eating, how I'm going to take care of myself, uh, when and where and how I build the tiny house, where I will be having my new resource at, or whether or not I'm gonna be able to go back to school because I've been thinking about becoming a doula. I've actually been thinking about becoming a midwife. I want to finish my cosmetology hours so that I can do hair because it's just God has been telling me to use what I have in my hands. So part of this layoff has me thinking that maybe I should spend more time talking to you all. Maybe I should spend more time building my YouTube channel. Maybe I should spend more time on Instagram. Maybe I should spend more time with TikTok. Maybe I should spend more time working on my store. Like my aunt was like, you should have sold the jewelry that you have because I still have Miss Marsha's jewelry line in my possession that I need to sell so that I can give her money. I still have the young lady that makes the other African handmade jewelry stuff on my store. I still have Suave Love items on my store. I still have Focus Life and Blue Rain Designs and Company items on my store. I still have the True Shop items I need to upload on the store. I still have to create new the True Shop materials. I still need to be getting myself ready for next year's possible trip to Africa or wherever God is going to send me to. Those type of things is things I need to be focusing on. So maybe, just maybe, that's why I am on layoff. I don't know. I have to just trust God in that season. And sometimes it's hard to do that. Sometimes it's hard to be still. I'm one of those people that's used to moving around a lot. My aunt has been telling me, you just need to be still, get somewhere and be still, get somewhere and get settled, get independent, things of that nature. And she's right. I know that it's that time because I'll soon be 44 in about 23 days or so. I'll be turning 44. So I am, even right now, there's no one watching this particular live, but I had to do what God told me to do. I have to be more responsible. I have to be more consistent. I have to be more diligent. Like I said, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. It's about me being consistent. And that's something that I've been challenging myself to do. I am going to be sitting down and making out a schedule, a plan for, all things Reign the Truth. I am going to be trying to get my ducks in a row so that I can have things, the paperwork together so that I can have, get grants and things of that nature that I need to do certain things underneath my umbrella. I need to be making me another vision board. I'm going to start the budgeting and cash envelope stuffing system to try to help myself get debt free, to try to help myself um, have a decent savings and things of that nature once I am working again. Um, I'm going to be putting together a beauty shop that I could do braids and locks and things of that nature in until I finish full cosmetology. Soon I will start doing my own nails, and I'll show you when I do that. Um, I'll start showing you how I'm taking care of my hair. I need to do it now. My alopecia spot is actually growing in quite nicely. Um, I'll show you when I'm finally able to get my Cricut and start to create the True Shop and Blue Rain Designs and Company materials. Um, yeah, those type of things. So back to what I was saying about the just things that's happening in the world. Uh, Voting is coming up. Life as we know it is changing. Soon it will come a time when we will have to decide, whose side are we on for real, for real. Um, are we going to conform to the world and have the mark of the beast type of situation, or are we going to stay on the God side, right? Soon I will be a dual citizen. At least that's my goal. I'll have internationally reigned starting soon. Probably at the end of 2023, or the beginning of 2024, I will be having the internationally reigned portion of Reign the Truth. Um, a new relationship is in my life, um, but it's very different this time around because I'm being intentional. We are taking our time because we are intercultural. We are interfaith, um, and so many other different things that I want to make sure that I get divorced and everything finished. I want to make sure that I give myself time to get myself right. Um, Even though I have done a lot of work leading up to actually deciding that I'm going to go ahead and get divorce papers together and things of that nature, and my soon to be my husband and I are okay. I hate no one. Is what I wanted to say. I have no ill will towards him. I have no hatred towards him. I'll always have love, care, and concern for him. He is a good person. He and I just didn't work, and it's okay that he and I didn't work. Um, and yeah, it's okay. So going through trying to get Rain's life going in the way that God has said that it's supposed to go is it's different, I'm coming into this relationship, friendship is what we have right now. We have a very, very, very special type of friendship, that we respect each other. We communicate well with each other. We get along with each other. I've never had someone be so consistent. I've never had someone be so present, even though we are long distant in this portion of whatever this is in our relationship. I've never had someone make me feel so seen, um, make me feel so heard, other than my parents, like other than my father and my mother and my sisters and brothers. This is different when it comes down to the opposite sex and intentionally working towards something, right? Intentionally working towards the friendship that we're building right now. Um, so it's good. It's a good type of feeling. It's a good type of training. Um, I'm learning so many different things about myself, about how to have an open mind, open heart about things, how to be able to communicate in a different way, and respect the opposite person in a different way. Um, I've learned how to be really, really okay with solidarity, if that makes sense. I'm learning how to be okay with being by myself and not always having to have the amen corner. I've always thought I was good at being by myself, but this particular by myself is different. Um, Having a hot flash, y'all. It's serious. I haven't been taking my silica. It's a mineral that helps with the hot flashes and the night sweats, and I haven't been taking it. I need to get back in the business of taking it because when I do not have any hot flashes. I do not have any night sweats. I don't know why I'm not taking it. I have it here with me. I just haven't been taking it. Every time I think about it, I'll be like, oh shoot, I should have put that in my water. But yeah, I'm having a hot flash. If you don't know, I've had a total abdominal hysterectomy. Have one ovary left, but everything else is gone. In 2018, I had that surgery, and um, health wise, it was the best decision for me at that time. Um, Emotional and mental wise, I'm pretty much healed from that um, definitive moment. However, I have been asking God and, going to God and being honest with myself and being honest with God about if I still want to experience what motherhood is going to be like um, at an older age. And there's a fly in here. I don't know what his problem is. But anyway, I believe that I believe that if it is in God's will and plan for me, then I will embrace it in whatever magnitude that it comes in. However, it's not something that it's not a driving force in me anymore like it used to be. I used to be like, I'm going to have a baby, even if I have to raise this baby by myself. And after I had miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage, and then finally had the hysterectomy, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just give me some puppies and give me some horses and give me some fish, and it is what it is. And I still feel like, I'll probably give me a puppy. Um, I'll probably have horses because it's time for me to get back on the horse again. And I know that that will help me with. I'm a survivor of bipolar mania level 2. I'm a survivor of the anxiety, and I'm a survivor of PTSD. So being able to get back on a horse again is going to be very therapeutic for me. Being back in the country has been very therapeutic for me. Spending time talking to you all on a constant basis has been very therapeutic for me. Seeing that people are viewing shorts that I made with my grandbabies or shorts that I made because I had a random thought, or TikToks that I made with my grandbabies, or TikToks that I made random thoughts, or lives that I've done with my son, because I had at the beginning of the season I did a live with my son. And son as in my stepson, which I never call him step anything, he's my son. So yeah, Rain's World is in a transitional period again, but this is a different type of transition. Rain's world is in a different location. Rain is in a different headspace, but I still love each and every single last one of you all, the rainbows. Um, Rain has new sisters that are part of expat life, like I like to call it, expat nation. Um, I have fallen in love with Senegal, Gambia, Ghana, Uganda, Zambia. I just fallen in love with Nigeria. I fall in love with anything that has to do with our ancestors, anything that has to do with stress-free living. I like to follow Afro Millennial Mama and De La Soul. And I love when Afro Millennial Mama said on one of her episodes that, Africa was her health plan. And I can get it. I could dig it. I can see why folk come. She said that because as long as I have that vision in my book, in my mind, on my heart, I believe that that's something that God is going to allow me to experience and achieve. Because I'm a simple girl at heart. I'm a minimalist at heart. I'm truly an introvert. Um, with a unique extroverted exterior, if that makes sense. But really, I'm an introvert. And I'm learning how to be okay with being an introvert. I'm learning how to be okay with the fact that I love to read. I'm learning how to be okay with the fact that I love to write. I'm learning to be okay with the fact that I love to sing. I'm learning to be okay with the fact that I like to dance. Whether it's salsa, whether it's the cha-cha, whether it's a line dance, whether it's twerking. I'm one of the blood wash believers that see twerking not in a vulgar way, but more of a um, paying homage to our ancestors. Because if you look at any African documentary, if you look at any African wedding, African baby shower, African naming of the child, the women are always twerking in a tribal manner, right? But I just love to express myself dancing. Um, I'm learning how to be okay with always wanting to learn something. Like I just completed my bachelor's and now I'm thinking, what should I get my master's in? What should I get my doctorate in? Um, Even though I'm older, right? But yeah, like I really been thinking about being a doula because God promised me that I would be kind of like Sarah. She was helping women have babies. She was like a midwife while she was barren before God blessed her with her child. In my vision, I have Sarah's Lap. It's what the women's clinic is gonna be called. And here in my area, they do not have an OBGYN. They do not have a place where women can in our county here can get right here in our neighborhood, in our community, get seen for having a baby and things of that nature. So I'm thinking maybe I should go and do that because that's something that's people are gonna always have babies. People are going to be dying every day. People are going to be needing to get themselves, beautified and spas and things of that nature, and those things that I'm naturally gifted at, right? So yeah, I've really been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about either getting my nursing or social work degree. So I'm either going to get a master's in social work or I'm going to go and become a registered nurse, where I can probably do private practice. Oh, sorry, my alarm going off. Private practice or things of that nature. But yeah, as I find out, you'll find out because I'll tell you. I'll share everything with you. Today I was hungry and I made some throwback, I guess I could say, niggerina salmon croquettes. My father makes the best salmon croquettes in the world to me. Okay, I might be a little biased because he's my daddy, but he can cook. Okay, and I was waiting on him to come and make them for me, but today I needed to eat something that had a little weight to it, um, so that I didn't just eat up all of my fruits that I was able to get, because I was only able to get a little bit. So I wanted to give my body a little bit more protein in it, um, being that my cucumber was kind of frozen. I don't know what if I could still eat it like that, but it's kind of frozen. And my spinach was kind of frozen. So I made these niggerina salmon croquettes, and it was really good. Um, really, really good. I will probably have uh, to figure out a veganized salmon croquette, and I think I know how I can do it. Um, and when I figure it out, I'll make it for y'all. Okay, Sadie, probably on Instagram. Let's see. I don't want to be on here too long. Um, I talked to you about the layoff. I have been putting in other applications. I'm a person that works from home. So I have been putting in for other work from home opportunities and things of that nature. God is always good, no matter what, but eventually He will allow someone to call me. I did put in an application to work for the city, for the county here. They has some clerical jobs open. Um, I did put in for some other little jobs around the way. Um, so that's good. Um, I will be trying. I know I keep saying it. I was supposed to have had the book finished into the publisher so that it can go on pre-order the week of my birthday. But I will be trying to work on finishing the book while I'm on this downtime. I only have 5 chapters to finish. I need to dig out my I need to dig out my papers so that I can see exactly where I'm at, and I need to find out where the original um the first 5 chapters are located, if they're on this computer or my other one. Um, I know it's crazy. Let's see what else. My mom is finally back home in Texas. She was able to finally bring all of her stuff from Chicago, and that's a good thing. She's doing really good. Um, we still send each other. Matter of fact, I didn't even send my devotional. Anyway, stay focused. We still send each other devotionals every day. Um, Man, it's like the Bible has been coming alive to me in a different way in this season. One thing about taking away all of the stress or things that you feel like might have been stressing you out, and being intentional about getting yourself to a place where you can hear from God in a different way. Um, Man, the Word of God just has been coming alive to me in a different manner, and I am truly getting a prayer answer about getting to fall in love with Him in a different way. That's something that I have been asking Him about. Please check out King T of Street Educated. He had went to the UN and spoke for the UN. He has been doing a lot of different things with his pipes movement. He's been doing a lot of things with the OKQ. I can't talk. Sorry, excuse me. He's gonna be having new music coming from his camp. Check him out. Um, Check out Kano Productions. Check out 4500 Nook. Check out CYO Tan. Check out CYO Roll. I think CYO Roll might be on the show. CYO Tan is my son, so you can go and look at the interview on my page by following me. Um, and if you ain't like, subscribed, or shared yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because a lot of times you will not find me unless you are in tune to the YouTube channel, because a lot of times I will not be on Facebook, and I will not be on Instagram, and I will not be on TikTok like that. So you need to make sure you stay in the know here, right here on YouTube land. Say it. Yeah, so um go on the link tree and go on to the Blue Rain Designs and Company store. Go on to the Truth Shop. There are items on there that you can purchase to support your girl, to help your girl support small businesses. All of the small business queens and kings that I know out there, I will be supporting you really soon. I'm going to be doing one of the cash envelopes just to support you all. I will be supporting some of you all for my binders and for my cash envelopes and for my planners. Um, I know I can make my own planner, but I would like to start off with one of you all's or a couple of you all's and then go into my own later on. Of course, I will show you all when I do my first cash stuffing. So please, as I pray for you all, like I always do, you all pray for me. And pray that I get either some overflow of orders on the stores, or I get a blessing of financial proportion to where I can put more into the store or put more into the channel, things of that nature. And yeah, just support your girl, and I'll support each and every. If you follow me and you have a channel, I'll follow you. I love all of my expat life family. I love all of my husband and wife families, whether they are American and Nigerian, American and Ghanaian, American and Senegalese, whatever, or just American, period. Trying to see what else I need to say. I want to try to have the first meet and greet. If I can get the first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will have my first meet and greet next year, 2023, 2023 week. That's my birthday week. So I will have my first meet and greet, but I need to get the first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay, first 1,000 subscribers. So tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. I will have giveaways and things of that nature. We will have a meet and greet. I'm going to start being more productive so that you can know who you're going to be meeting and greeting, why you would want to meet and greet me, and all of those things. On this channel, you can look forward to budgeting. You can look forward to health and wellness. You can look forward to spiritual content. You can look forward to music content, and you can look forward to like the news and things of that nature. Oh, and you can look forward to expat life, and you can look forward to fashion. So those 7 things will be on this channel: budgeting, health and wellness, expat life, relationships and things of that nature, business type of information, music and news, and spiritual things of that nature. So those are the things that you will be able to find on here. It mixed with a little bit of here and there, but mostly those topics. Like Lock Life, 3 years and counting, nail life, skin life, internal health life, external health life, things of that nature, love and the pursuit of happiness type of situations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Free Your Mind Friday. I will free my mind by recognizing the power that I possess whenever I stress. No, I don't stress and I don't worry. I heard someone say if you're going to pray, why worry? And if you're gonna worry, why pray? So I'm a prayer. I'm a prayer warrior. I am an intercessor. I am, you know, trusting God all the way. So I free myself, I free my mind by casting all my cares on Him. Trusting Him no matter what it looks like, sounds like, smells like, feels like. I am not a household name yet, but I will be. So I thank every single last one of you all that's on Instagram. I thank every one of you all that's on Facebook. I think I have a 900 something on this Rain the Truth page because I have my other pages hacked. Um, Thank you for following the She Rain page on Facebook. Thank you for the Blue Rain Designs and Company Instagram followers, the Rain the Truth on Lock Instagram followers, the TikTok followers on Rain the Truth, and the TikTok followers on the Female Lazarus. I love, love, love all of you all like a fat kid love cake. With that being said, you know what it is, and by now you should know. Excuse me, who it is. It's your girl Rain. This was Free Your Mind Friday. I just wanted to make sure that I kept my appointment with you all to have a conversation with you all. I do everything that I do for the love of you, the rainbows, twist up, double R. I will be nothing without each and every single last one of you, Sadie. Okay, so I'll see y'all in a couple of shakes of a rabbit's tail. Make sure you take God with you everywhere you go. If you cannot take Him, maybe you need to ask some white folk come. You can't take Him, and maybe you need to have several seats and just don't go. Okay, Sadie. Um, Make sure you love God, love each other, and love yourself. It costs absolutely nothing to love. If we give each other a little more love and a little more love and a little more love, we can save and change our society and our culture. We can save and change our kids and our community. We can save and change our world. We can make it great again. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Deuce out the roof. I gotta go. See y'all on the flip side. Um, Check out what's happening Wednesday this week coming up. And I'll be back again for Free Your Mind Friday. What's happening Wednesday is probably going to be on Instagram or Facebook. Um, or I might just put it on YouTube. But I think YouTubes are going to be for Fridays and things like that, unless I have a special edition. So I love y'all. Gotta go. Bye. What's going on, everybody? You know what it is, and by now you should know who it is. It's your girl, Rain. Man, check it. Rain the Truth. So help you God. Take God with you everywhere you go, and if you can't take Him, maybe you need to ask some white folk come and you can't go, and maybe you shouldn't go, period. If we give each other a little more love and a little more love and a little more love, we can save and change our society and our culture. We can save and change our children and our community. We can save and change our world. We can make it great again. I'm going to holler at y'all in a couple shakes of a rabbit's tail. I got to go. You dig?